Greetings to all my students. In today's session, we will be dealing with an experiment to determine the coefficient of viscosity of a given liquid using Ostwald's viscometer. So what do you mean by viscosity? Viscosity means a fluid's resistance to flow. And in this experiment, we will be determining the coefficient of viscosity of a liquid. Now let us see how to determine the coefficient of viscosity. It is determined using Ostwald's viscometer. Now Ostwald's viscometer, it is having two limbs. This is the wider limb and this is the narrow limb. So we will be transferring a known volume of the liquid into the wider limb, and using a pump we will draw the liquid into this narrow bulb, and we will determine the time that is taken by the liquid to flow between 2 points, because here above this bulb there is a mark and below the bulb also there is a mark. So we will be determining the time that is taken by the liquid to flow from this upper mark to the lower mark. Clear? So the thing is that you have to make use of a clean and dry viscometer. Now you are provided with a liquid. This liquid, it is named liquid 2. So this liquid, it has to be taken in the burette. Now I have already taken the liquid in the burette. Now I will be transferring 10 ml of this liquid into the wider limb of the viscometer. Now this viscometer, it is placed into a water bath using this clamp. It is placed into this water bath. Now by using this pump, I draw the liquid. Now using the pump, we will draw the liquid into the smaller bulb of the Ostwald's viscometer. See, now you can see that the liquid is coming up. So using the pump, I have drawn the liquid above the mark. Now when the liquid, I have removed the pump, when the liquid crosses this upper mark, I will start the stopwatch. Now I have started. Now again you have to stop the stopwatch when this liquid level crosses the lower mark. See, now it is crossing the lower mark. At that time, you stop the watch. Now, the time that is shown here, it is 45 seconds and 78 milliseconds. This millisecond you need not consider. You have to consider only the seconds. So, the time that is taken for the liquid to flow between the upper mark and the lower mark, it is 45 seconds. Suppose if you are getting the time as 1 minute and 05 seconds or something, then you will have to convert that minute factor also into seconds. Say for example, if it is 1 minute and 05 means, it will be 1 minute means 60 seconds. So 60 plus 05. So 65 seconds. Like that you have to record. So now the time which we have observed now, it is 45 seconds. So I'll just write the time here, 45. Now again you have to repeat the experiment for 2 more trials, second as well as third, and you have to take the average of 3 readings and note down in seconds. Now what you have to do is, you can discard this solution. You can discard it into the bottle. And using the filler, this is acetone solution that is provided to you. This is for washing the Oswald viscometer, because we can't wash it with water, because we have taken an organic liquid. If we wash with water, it will result in the formation of emulsions inside. So we have to make use of another organic liquid to wash the viscometer. For that, acetone is used because it is easily vaporizable. So the viscometer, it will get dried very fast. You add one filler to the wider limb of the viscometer, and one more filler you can add to the narrow limb of the viscometer. Now just shake it and discard it into the sink. Like this you have to do 3 times. One filler you add to the wider limb, and another filler you add to the narrow limb of the viscometer. Shake well so that the acetone, it reaches all sides of the viscometer, and you discard it into sink. Again wash one more time. Now the viscometer, it is kept in an oven for drying. Oven, it is switched on, and we have kept the viscometer for drying. Now the same experiment you have to repeat using water. Using water also, you have to take 10 ml of water in the viscometer, and you will have to note down the level, note down the time that is taken by water to travel between the 2 marks, that is the upper and the lower mark of the viscometer, in the narrow limb of the Oswald viscometer. Then there also, using water also, you have to repeat the trial for thrice. That is 3 times you have to take the reading, and you have to take the average. Okay, and here now we can determine the coefficient of viscosity of the liquid using this formula. Eta L is equal to TL into DL divided by TW into DW into coefficient of viscosity of water. This TL means it is the time that is taken by the liquid to flow, and DL, it is density of the liquid. TW, it is the time taken by water to flow between the 2 levels, and DW, it is the density of water, and this is coefficient of viscosity of water. So these values will be provided to you, that is density of liquid, density of water, and coefficient of viscosity of water will be provided to you. Now to give these values, you should know the temperature at which the experiment is carried out. For that, you have to find the temperature of the bath in which the liquid was kept using a thermometer. Using this thermometer, you should note down the temperature of the bath. So if the temperature of the bath is noted down, with that temperature, we can give you the values for density of liquid, density of water, and coefficient of viscosity of water. And using these, you can calculate the coefficient of viscosity of liquid. It will be calculated as so much Newton meter per second square. So this is how we determine the coefficient of viscosity of a liquid using Oswald viscometer. Thank you.